Good evening, everybody. So I'm going to let you know that our next video, we're going to be listing off all of my most powerful hammer drills from weakest to strongest in order. There's going to be some controversy. I'm going to upset some people because their color tool brand probably not going to be number one on that list. But it's just for fun, and it's my personal opinion. I hope you tune in for that one. What we're doing tonight is we are going to talk about tool hacks. And I don't mean those silly things where you figure out a way to rip off Home Depot or Lowe's or whoever by returning part of an order or having it shipped to your house, what have you, while you return the other piece. To me, I'm not doing that stuff. These are actual things that you're going to use, or hopefully that you'll use, in your everyday life to keep yourself more organized, or to keep from losing stuff, or to just make yourself faster or better at whatever you're doing. I know, the head is sexy, but hey, if you guys have any hacks that I don't cover in this video, please leave them down in the comments section so that other subscribers and other people can benefit from your knowledge. This is a sharing community. We want to help each other out as best we can, and the best way to do that is sharing knowledge. So please leave them down in the comments section, and while you're down there, give us the thumbs up and subscribe. And we're going to start off with this. That's right, gloves, folks. And I know what you're thinking. What the heck? It's just gloves. What possible hack could you have for that? Well, if you're like me and you have a ton of these, you have a ton because you keep losing them. So how do you keep them organized? Well, first off, you can Velcro them together. Then you just take a magnet, and in this case we're going to put it on some sawhorses and hang them right there. Now, I typically want to hang these on the side of my toolbox or my tool chest, just so that when I need them, I know where they are and they're there. Now, our next little hack actually involves a putty knife and chisels. Now, on the surface of it, these two things aren't related. You use the same tool to clean or sharpen both of these. So with the putty knife or the paint scraper, when you're done, or with the chisel to sharpen it, use a belt sander. And how you'll use the belt sander is you'll actually put the belt sander upside down in a vise on your workstation, your work table, your workbench, or what have you. You'll put it in the handle in the vise, you'll start it up so that your belt sander does not move. And then you will simply take the edge of your chisel along that belt sander, and it'll sharpen your chisel. And it's going to be faster and sharper than if you use an angle grinder. That's a valuable tip, and I just saved you a lot of money from having to replace these things all the time. Putty knife or paint scraper, it's the same concept. Right along the belt sander, you're going to let her go, and it's gonna clean everything right off of there. So that's a good one for you. A used paintbrush is pretty much pointless unless you're a woodworker. So with a used paintbrush, and I know this one's brand new, so leave it in the comments section that it's brand new. What you'll do with an old paintbrush is you're going to take this metal piece off, and if you're a woodworker, you just created a very handy push stick for yourself because of the design in here. It'll help you with your table saw. It's a good trick. This little adapter is the hack. 1/4-inch drill bit, twist bit in the drill in under 3 seconds, ready to go. I can change out size, shoot them across the room, ready to go. Just like your impact driver, but it's just a nice little time saver. I picked this one up in a kit with twist bits at Tractor Supply for about $8. Again, nice tip. Oh, and while we're talking about drills, if you guys recall this little beauty, the Black & Decker 20 volt, you're going to decide what we do with it. Whether we're going to use a home protection device, make that Black & Decker logo go away, burn it, throw it in the trash, or give it away to one of you guys. You decide, leave it in the comments section what you want to see done with this. The majority wins this one. Now this isn't so much as a hack as a little known tool. If you use sandpaper a lot, you know that you burn through sandpaper like nothing. And it seems as though nothing can get them clean. Well, this is actually a belt cleaning kit for a belt sander or a random orbital sander. So if you have sandpaper on your machine, all you have to do is start it up and let this just set on there. You don't even have to press down. Just let it set on there and it'll take the excess sawdust away, and it'll act like you have a brand new piece of sandpaper on there. Now to go along with the drill, a lot of times when you're going to drill into particularly metal, but even wood, as you start to go, it'll wander a bit. Now how do you get it to stop wandering? It's actually pretty easy. All you need is a thin piece of cardboard. Now I took this off of a pizza box, right? And some masking tape. You tape the piece of cardboard down, and that'll actually hold your drill bit in place so that you can drill straight into the wood without having that wander. Also, if you want to have if you need to have a right angle, that is a perpendicular angle to your drill bit, so it's got to go straight down. What you'll do is take two scrap pieces of wood just like this, glue them together at a right angle, or pin nail them, set it down on your work surface, and put your drill bit right in the space, right in that angle. By doing that, it's going to force your drill bit to stay square to your workpiece. Now, kind of the strangest one you're going to see here are these pill bottles. Now, I am not a pill popper. You can actually buy these at a pharmacy, just the empties. And that's certainly what I did. But what I keep in here are little odds and end pieces, screws, hooks, washers, whatever, things that I don't want to take up a lot of space in my toolbox, but if I leave them loose, they're going to get everywhere, maybe poke me in the finger or whatever. And I'm allergic to tetanus, so I can't get a tetanus shot. But yeah, just little odds and end pieces like this. They're easy to store. Baby jars work, just whatever you have around. I just happened to get these real cheap and I thought it was a good idea. If you ever owned a chainsaw, you know a couple of things. One, chances of you finding the fuel when you need it are slim and none. The same goes for your bar oil. And let's not even talk about this little devil. Yeah, your chainsaw tool. What I like to do is I like to throw them all into, again, one of those useless bags that they give you for your tools that you don't use. I take a little piece of nylon rope, run it through the handles, and then I attach it to either the base or the handle of my chainsaw. And then I never have to worry about where they are because they're always together. Now, if you have ever tried to cut vinyl flooring with a circular saw, you know that it is going to be a rough cut and it's not going to look real great. What you'll do is you'll take the blade out and turn it around so that you're cutting with the flat edge. But it's also going to make a cleaner cut. When you do anything else, just turn it back around. Now, did you know that your level could lie to you? That's right. It might be, it might look square one way and not be square the other way. I know what you're thinking. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Do you know how to check for it? You actually use wood shims. So you'll take it and you'll put it down like this on the wood shims, and what you'll do is you'll actually shim up the side that is lower. In this case, this side. And you'll get it to where your bubble is dead center. Now, on mine it's rather convenient because I have this opening here. I think most of them do. I know Empire does. Then you just turn that sucker around, line it up to the same mark, and you see, yes indeed, it is true. If it isn't, then you know that your level is out of square and it's time to replace it. Probably because you dropped it one too many times. Now, this is just a reminder that we still have our Tools with SoAlz challenge going on. That's Tools with SoAlz, the name of the channel, where we challenged every single tool reviewer, tool channel, tool guy on YouTube to drive a 5/8 by 12-inch lag into a pressure-treated 4x4 or 4x6 using their best cordless drill or hammer drill. And a special kudos to Tools and Tactics. Robert over there made he was the first channel to answer the challenge and filmed it, and he used the Flex, the brand new Flex hammer drill. And yeah, it was exciting to watch. He came so close. You're going to have to go over to his channel and check it out. But this is our final hack, and no, I don't mean make a sign. With fall coming up, a lot of you are going to have to clean your gutters. And what that means traditionally is getting a ladder out, going up and down the ladder all day. However, we're going to make you a little faster doing it today with this. This is a 2x10 piece of material. It's actually Douglas fir. What I tell you to do is set up a couple of sawhorses next to your gutters or next to your house so that you can reach your gutters. Put a couple of pieces of 2x10 or 2x12 material on there, clamp them down so that they don't move, and you just created a work surface that you can span up to 6 to 8 feet and completely get your gutters in about a quarter of the time of using a ladder. So those are our life hacks for the evening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for our next episode where we're going to be listing off our most powerful hammer drills from weakest to strongest in order. Hope to see you there. Have a good one.